Miss Fortuna Gill.
Your Honor, we're ready on Brown.
All right, and is it all right if I call all those files together?
Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're on the record in docket 2502-336. Twenty-five zero two three three seven and 2502-338. That is the City of Lansing versus Jimmy Brown. This is the people of the state of Michigan versus Jimmy Brown. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Jimmy Brown, who's standing to my right, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Jimmy Brown, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is the time set for a final pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I do believe that that this defendant has indicated that he just needs a little bit more time to get his dogs vaccinated. Defense counsel had indicated to me that they would be fine with setting a plea for after November 1st. We believe that's how long it will take for the dogs to be vaccinated. The people have no objection to that.
Yes, Your Honor, that is a correct statement. If the court may recall, last time we were here, the case was reset to allow Mr. Brown to go to a dog vaccination clinic. He was planning to go to it, I believe, Solden's Pet Store. When I spoke with him last week, he indicated that the doctor that was supposed to be running that clinic was unable to run the clinic and had to cancel it. He's currently getting his money together and believes that he can get that done. He just needs a bit more time to find a new place to get it done. He believes that he should be able to have it all done by the 1st of next month. So we were just asking the court would perhaps set a plea hearing after the 1st of next month.
All right. So without objection from the prosecutor, we'll set for plea after November 1st, and then we'll have that time for compliance measures. So set for plea for
November 4th.
Your Honor, Mr. Brown just indicated to me that he might need a bit more time than November 4th.
That's 2 weeks, and we're kind of running out of time. So we'll get a later date, but that's it, and then he's got to make up his mind. So November 4th would be a Tuesday, which is today, 11th or 18th.
November 11th is Veterans Day, so we're not available.
All right.
18th, let me see.
They should be fine that day. Because I think Thanksgiving's the following Thursday.
9 o'clock.
Okay. So let's set it for November 21st. At what time? 9. All right. So Mr. Brown, this is set for plea on November 21st at 9 o'clock. This will be your final date. So for compliance measures. And I've written in the final, this is the final date. All right, anything else for the record in docket 2336, 337, or 338, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris?
Nothing really defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brown, we'll see you on November 21st at 9 o'clock.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, I just want to wait for your note.
We're ready on Jeter.
What? I'm waiting on something.
Jeter doesn't need to be brought up or anything, right?
You are.
Perfect.
It's a Tremaine.
Start the on-base process.
So Mr. Jeter should be joining via Zoom via video from NDOC, Your Honor.
All right,
Oh, they usually come on.
I think so.
Right.
that's LCF hearings 2.
Yes.
Polly, so he's amazing. Yeah.
All right, so we're on the record in docket 20-01619, That is City People, State of Michigan versus Kenyatta Jeter. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Kenyatta Jeter, who is appearing via Polycom from NDOC, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Kenyatta Jeter, is that correct?
Senior, sir, yes.
Thank you. And you can hear me all right, Mr. Jeter?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This is the time set for a final pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, the people would move to have this case dismissed. It has come to the people's attention that the wrong person with the same name has been charged.
That is correct, Your Honor. After speaking with my client at the last court date, I had one of our investigators look into it. It looks like the person they have been looking for, may have actually been Kenyatta Jeremy Jeter Jr. rather than Kenyatta Jeremy Jeter Sr., who has been in the custody of NDOC since I believe about 2012, 2013.
All right, so that's this is on an information. So let's get a nollie pros for Ms. Fortuna Gill to sign. Right, so I'm in possession of the nollie pros or order of dismissal on 20-01619. And I'm going to sign this without objection. That's correct, Mr. Harris.
Yes, Your Honor, and I would request if a copy of that could be sent to my client. He was requesting a copy for his records.
All right, so Mr. Jeter, we'll send you a copy of the dismissal at the DOC address. I think we have that since we did the writ. Or we set up the Polycom. And so this case is dismissed on today's date. And the order of dismissal has been signed by the prosecutor. Anything else for the record in 20-01619, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Mr. Harris?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jeter, you're all set. You'll get a copy of this in the mail. Thank you for your appearance today.
Thank you.
This next.
We are ready on Gibson.
Gibson, I'm gonna do this. Sign into on base. Everybody in the court knows what that means.
All right, I'm more so than most.
Yeah, that's I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Since this sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, at the very least, I know how Miss Obenauer will probably look at it.
All right, Mr. Gibson. All right. That popped up. All right, so we're on the record in docket 25-02632. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Darnell Gibson. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Darnell Gibson, who is standing to my right, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Darnell Gibson, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This is the time set for a final pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how we proceed?
Your Honor, the people do not have the necessary witnesses present at this time to proceed. It does appear on my end that they were subpoenaed and that my office has been unable to make successful contact with them since last month.
At this point, Your Honor, given that the complaining witnesses failed to appear, we would ask that the case be dismissed, Your Honor, and that a copy of the dismissal be provided to my client.
So I'm gonna have printed out a nollie cross at the request of the defense. It appears the complaining victims have failed to appear. They were subpoenaed today. Any contact has been unsuccessful. Based on the motion made by the defense attorney, the case will be dismissed without prejudice, which means, Mr. Gibson, the people could reissue if they choose to, but realistically, for our purposes, the case is dismissed today. You have a no contact order and some conditions of pretrial that are a part of this, I would wait 3 or 4 hours to get it purged from the computer system, just in case. And we'll provide a copy that you can carry around just in case there are any questions. All right. Anything else for the record in docket 25-02632, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gibson, we'll get you a copy of this just for your own records, and you should be all set. Thank you for your appearance today.
We're running on late, Your Honor.
On Lake, Montreal Lake.
I wish you could see it.
It's an hour. But sure.
I wish you could see it.
So we're waiting on Levine.
Yes, Your Honor. It's so far for
We
the
can call that at the end.
for the 8:30 docket. I have Mr. Levine who has not checked in.
All right. All right, let's go on Quantrell Lake. That is docket 25-02649. People of the state of Michigan versus Quantrell Lake. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender, apologies, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Lake, who is standing to my right, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Quantrell Lake, is that correct?
Sir.
Thank you. This is the time set for a final pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, the people do not have the necessary witnesses required to proceed. It does appear that the witnesses were subpoenaed.
Mr. Harris.
At this point, Your Honor, given that the complaining witnesses have not appeared, I would ask if this case would be dismissed at this time and a copy be provided to my client.
All right, so I'm in possession of the Nolly Pross on 25-02649, based on prosecutors' representations that they're unable to proceed today. The complaining victims failed to appear. They were subpoenaed, and any contact has been unsuccessful. I'm going to grant the motion for dismissal without prejudice, which means, Mr. Lake, that the people could reach if they choose to, but for our purposes today, the case is dismissed. And there is a no contact order. Mr. Lake, you should keep a copy of the dismissal on your person because it takes about 4 hours to purge from the system. Anything else for the record in 25-02649, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, I'd keep a copy of this on your person. Thank you for your appearance. Next.
We're ready on Little John.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're on the record in docket 25-01955. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Darnell Littlejohn. Appearances, this is set for final pretrial. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Littlejohn, who is standing to my right, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Darnell Littlejohn, is that correct? Thank you. This is time set for a final pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I do believe that this will be a plea to an attempt retail fraud third.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke with Mr. Littlejohn. since we were in court last time, he has indicated he did consider the offer and at this point would like to take the offer. My understanding is that is. So
45 days, 46 and a half, there,
I believe I believe it might be 46, Your Honor.
46 and or 250.
46.
Yeah,
I can't recall off the top of my head whether it rounds up or down.
it's 46 if it rounds down.
Yeah,
And it's 47 if it rounds up.
We'll do 46 and 250.
I believe
That sounds
there's also a promise to pay restitution in the amount of $69.09. And I apologize, Your Honor, I'd meant to discuss with the prosecutor about a Killebrew agreement. We did briefly discuss it just now. My understanding is the prosecution would not be objecting to a Killebrew no offer jail agreement.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And who's the restitution to?
The restitution
Target.
is to Target.
All right. And then you're working on the red sheet as we speak,
That is correct.
and
Your Honor,
is
given
it
that
Killebrew no jail?
yes, and given that the restitution is already known, I was going to be requesting if the court would consider immediate sentencing today.
Any objection to immediate sentencing from the people?
Not from the people.
No, that's all an open for, like, thanks. It's like, no.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run it, because let's run the history. All right, I don't have an objection to no upfront jail, but I'm not willing to go until we see the history. So we're gonna run the history. There's no objection to Killebrew no jail, but that might save us some time if he's going to withdraw his plea based on my not following the Killebrew agreement. So go ahead and have a seat, Mr. Darnell or Mr. Littlejohn, and then once I take a look at the criminal history, we can go forward.
Thank you.
You can pull that on the break in the action. How about Panic?
I'm ready on that.
We're ready, Your Honor.
I'm Elizabeth Panic.
Let me know. Well, yeah. I know. I'm ready to ask you. Okay. I'll email you.
So don't yell at me about it.
I'm not gonna.
All right, so we're on the record, and is that all right to call both of those files together? Or do
That's
you want
okay
those
with the
calls
people.
separate? All right. All right, so we're on the record in docket 250234, 02534. And 25026662. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Elizabeth Panic. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Net.
George and APD on behalf of my client who is appearing via Zoom today.
And ma'am, you are Elizabeth Panic, is that correct? You have to unmute.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for a final pretrial on a dog at large and an arson, a 5th-degree arson. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. On the dog at large files, the people would move to dismiss. It has come to our attention that the defendant has come into compliance. Additionally, on the file ending in 6-2, the people also have to dismiss this file due to an incorrect charging. The charge isn't correct for these facts.
All right, so on the, just want to make sure. So I'll need both of the dog on 25025334 They're both on a complaint, so that'll have to be a nollie pros, and then I would think the same as on the arson. Yeah, so I would need two printed out, one on each file for a nollie pros. One on 25026534 and one on 25026662. I hear our printer going.
I should develop a faster signature. It's a long name.
Judge Simmons doesn't have any of the civil cases.
You're gonna have to flip over to.
I already did.
I do have that.
RPM,
Might need a signature. Is that my-
oh, two more files.
Just like-
Spring Oak.
I need a signature. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Simple preliminary.
Oh.
You grab it. Oh, nice.
See online?
Wow, look at you.
I know.
Over the bench.
Yeah, it's still also through that April one, sorry.
Highland Flats and
And then up at the top where it has your name, you have to click down to Kristen Simmons.
already did it. Yeah, it's already been.
And it shows nothing. Or is it a bunch of stuff that gets scrolled by?
October 14th.
She doesn't complete her hearings or there's some glitch with how they do things that I don't understand.
All right, I got it.
Okay. As long as you got it, that's all that
All
matters.
right, I got it. All right, so we're back on the record in docket 25025534. That is a 2 counts of dog running at large. I'll write in count 2.
Oh, crap, I didn't realize that. I can put two.
That's all right.
You sure?
Pursuant to 7.5. This is Bingham County Ordinance Control. And then dog at large on all right, so I'm in possession of the nollie process on 25025534. It is a dog at large. I've written in on pursuant to Bingham County Ordinance Control on count 1, and then count 2 is dog at large. Bingham County Ordinance Control compliance has been met, and so dismissed without prejudice. And that's signed by the prosecutor. So that's on 25025534, and then similarly on 25026662. That's a nollie on the arson file, and I will nollie that.
That's what I was trying, yeah.
And I don't have a contactor, so there's no contact, there's no very limited pretrial conditions on that, so. All right, so I've signed the Nolly process on 2502-662. And so Ms. Panic, you should be set on both files have been dismissed, all right, ma'am?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything else for the record in dockets 2502-534 or 2502-662, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Net,
Your Honor, thank you.
you're all set. Thank you, Ms. Panic. Couple of 8:30 left. But I'm not good with that name.
Oh,
Rynearson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ready on that.
All right, ready on that. Then I have two files on Rynearson, but only,
Is one the license and one the vaccine?
yeah. Let's see, I have,
Yeah, I noticed that when I was prepping the docket, the one file says it was set for today, but it's not on the docket.
yeah, it's not.
Because if you look in the ROA, it says it's set for today. So I just put it in there anyway.
All right. All right, well, that one, let's keep out of the mix, because is Miss Rynearson here?
She's on Zoom.
I'm guessing I know.
No. All right, well, let's see if we can wrap up both files if we can. But we're on the record in docket 2502-368. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Kathy Rynearson. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Net.
Georgia Net APD, on behalf of my client who is appearing via Zoom today.
And ma'am, you are Kathy Rynearson, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is the time set for a final pretrial on 2502-368. I'm also in possession of a file 2502-369 that's not on the docket. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I believe that the intention is to set both of these matters for jury trial. I can defer to defense.
Mr. Ned.
That's correct, Your Honor. A jury trial date passed October 30th. This will not be a jury trial. This is just purposes of compliance. Just need a little bit more time, and that's the way we're buying it.
All right. So I'm going to set for jury trial on both files, 2502-368 and 2502-369, just to keep them together. And
November 18th at 8 o'clock.
November 18th at 8 o'clock. And then if Ms. Rynearson is able to set some type of compliance.
Gives us a knowledge.
Yeah.
Just reach out to me if once everything's done. Okay, Ms. Rynearson?
Yep, I'll email you on the 30th.
Thank you.
All right, we've set both files, 2502-368 and 2502-369 for jury trial on November 18th at 8 o'clock. Anything else for the record on either one of these files? Only one's on the docket, one's not. Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Not for the people, Your Honor.
Mr. Ned.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Ms. Rynearson, we'll see you if need be on that November 18th. Please keep in contact with your attorney, Mr. Ned.
Okay,
Yeah.
Honor.
You're all set, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
We're ready on Taft, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right, so we're on the record in docket 2502602558, 25022558. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Daniel Taft. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
And sir, you are Daniel Taft, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are not represented by counsel today, is that correct?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. This is the time set for a final pretrial on the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the people do not have the necessary witnesses present to proceed at this time. It does show on my end that they were subpoenaed. I do anticipate a motion from the defendant.
And Mr. Taft, you recognize today that you're going to be moving for dismissal without prejudice. Is that correct? All right. So I think this is on an information. I think. All right, so I'm gonna have information printed out. Thank you, Megan. And I'm gonna grant your motion to dismiss without prejudice, which means that people could reissue if they choose to, but realistically, for our purposes today, the case is dismissed. There's a no contact order, and so you should probably, we'll give you a copy of this. It takes about 4.5, 5 hours for it to completely purge. Keep a copy of this just for if you have any questions, all right? Or any questions directed your way. All right, anything else for the record in docket? Based on prosecutor's representation of the people unable to proceed, the complaining victim was subpoenaed, failed to appear, and any contact's been unsuccessful. Anything else on the record for 2502-558, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Mr. Taft?
No.
All right, get a copy of this to keep with you, okay, sir? You're all set.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see what.
We are ready on Sanders.
All
We
right,
want to keep
Yes,
going down.
let's do, see what Simmons, I've got 3 civil cases.
Oh, of course.
And that'll allow you to, defense attorneys to talk to their clients. Let's see if we can
Sure.
call any of those just because they've been waiting for a while.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, so who's on Zoom, who's in representation of RPM Auto Sales?
Good morning, Your Honor. That's me.
Oh, and that's your case, Mr. Cradigal?
Yes, sir.
All right, and then is there a Taisha Washington here? On the telephone, could you please identify yourself? 810-296-2951.
Megan Whalen.
Megan, now how do you spell your last name, ma'am?
WHALEN.
She's set for 9:30.
Okay.
Us.
All right. All right, so we're on the record in docket 17-01314. That is people of the state of Michigan or RPM Auto Sales versus Taisha Washington. Appearances for the record, Mr. Craddock.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brent Cradaville appearing on behalf of plaintiff RPM Auto Sales, P75845.
This is the time set for a motion to dismiss. I do not see a Taisha Washington in the Zoom courtroom. Is there a person of that name in the physical courtroom?
Hallway was empty too.
All right, the hallway is empty. Thank you, David. It would appear that Ms. Washington has failed to appear for the motion to dismiss. Mr. Craddock, how would you like to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, at this point, I just would request that the court deny defendant's motion. This hearing originally occurred 2 weeks ago, October 2nd. I had a coverage attorney cover that hearing. Ms. Washington did appear. She indicated she wanted to seek out counsel and or discuss it with plaintiff, with myself. I have spoken to her since that hearing. We spoke a few times last week and we weren't unable to resolve anything. She basically said she'd see me here today, and I guess I don't know why she's
right. That was set. That was previously set for the motion based on. That was her motion based on September 8th. Is that correct, Mr. Craddock?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So I'm going to deny the motion to dismiss. Based on the fail to appear and of the plaintiff. This was set for 8:30. It is now 10:40, it's now 9:45.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you need me to submit anything to the court, or do you have an order?
You probably should submit an order to deny the motion. Since if you submit the order to follow to deny the motion, and then it'll be signed.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Mr. Cradigal.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, you're all set. Thank you for your appearance today.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Take care.
17. That's what threw me is we've got some files. You know I'm bad with them. All right. So this is a motion to show cause for, this is William, who's a representative of Williams Distributing?
Your Honor, I am. Clifford Cooper.
All right. And then is Accelerated Contracting here, or representative of Accelerated Contracting? They did not appear the first time, but is there anybody in the physical courtroom who is from Accelerated Contracting or representative of Accelerated Contracting or Robert Freeman?
Your Honor, I noted when looking through the file yesterday that the order to show cause was sent to the defendant's old address, and he's no longer there. So I'm appearing because it was said on the docket I was unable to contact the court yesterday to adjourn, but I'm hoping to adjourn to afford proper service.
All right, we can adjourn for proper service, or at least we have an updated address that we can send to perfect service.
Yes, Your Honor.
And does civil set the adjournment? Okay. And we'll adjourn to perfect service. And then that will be reset by the civil department. All right, Mr. Cooper?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file a new motion in order to show cause.
All right, perfect. Anything else for the record in 23-01544, Mr. Cooper?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you.
And then we have... This is... All right, so we're on the record in 25-042-04202. That is Spring Oaks Capital versus Curtis DeYoung.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sandra Francis on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, so Ms. Francis, you're here for Spring Oaks Capital, sir. You can have a seat.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and sir, you are Curtis DeYoung?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Francis, so we can conduct this one of a couple ways since we have a lawyer for Spring Oaks Capital. I have the opportunity for each party to meet if they choose to discuss some of the issues that led to the pretrial. You can submit a pretrial on your behalf, or I can just fill one out here on the record. It's entirely up to you, Ms. Francis. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, you can just go ahead and fill it out on the record. But just sorry for clarification, we weren't aware that the defendant is represented. Was an appearance filed? Because I believe we received an improper answer.
Is Mr. DeYoung, do you have a lawyer in the case?
No, sir.
So Mr. DeYoung does not have a lawyer on the case.
Oh, I apologize.
All right.
I thought you indicated he was represented. Okay, sorry, Judge.
Yeah, he indicated his own appearance today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So this is a pretrial, and we can set up some. So if you give us a couple minutes, we'll do it on the record. And all we're doing is setting up some time. It's a time frame. All right, Mr. DeYoung. So give me a couple minutes until we print that. Ms. Francis, that's all we're doing on the record is the pretrial today. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. All right. Stand by, and I'm going to have that printed out. And then we'll go on, so go on Sanders, and then we'll go on the pretrial on Spring Oaks. And who's the defense attorney on that? On Sanders?
Um,
Is that Mr. Harris?
oh, I thought so. Yes, that is necessary.
All right, so let's, once Mr. Harris joins us, let's go on the Sanders matter then.
Yeah.
Yeah, civil matter.
Okay.
Yeah, Spring Oaks versus Curtis DeYoung. All right, so I'm in possession of the pretrial statements for Spring Oaks Capital versus Curtis DeYoung. Pretrial was held on today's date. Appearing for plaintiff was Sandra Francis. The defendant was in pro per, Mr. DeYoung. We are labeling this an issue of breach of contract. Does either party have anything else they'd like us to place under the legal issues for the pretrial statement? Ms. Francis?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Do you expect any further pleadings, Ms. Francis?
Your Honor, plaintiff may be filing a motion for summary disposition.
All right, we're going to hold on to the motion for summary disposition and a response to motion for summary disposition till after discovery is cut off at cutoff date. But I am holding on to that motions for summary disposition, Mr. DeYoung.
I would like to say something. I would like a motion to dismiss the case.
Okay, that's denied.
Oh.
I'm not denying. I'm not going to hear any motions.
Okay.
It's a pretrial statement. We're just setting the schedule.
Okay, well then the schedule, well, let's set the schedule.
Okay. We've labeled this a legal issue of contract. We have, there may be a motion for summary disposition. In your response, you could have requested dismissal. You could have probably requested dismissal after the discovery's been set, has been cut off, which is, it'll be set for January 12th. I'll indicate that because we're not doing anything but setting a schedule today.
So that means that discovery will take place all the way up to
January 12th. Yeah.
That's fine.
And that's where both sides get information from each other.
All right, that's perfect.
Okay. So I'm putting no on the consolidation, not applicable as to the admission of factor exhibits since we haven't had discovery. Discovery is set, the cutoff date for discovery is January 12th, 2026. I played not applicable on expert witnesses on damages since they're already been pled for, not applicable for joinder of claims. Ms. Francis, did you file a jury trial fee in this matter?
No, Judge.
All right. And Mr. DeYoung, you obviously did not file a jury trial fee since you're asking for the case to be dismissed.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we've set it for bench trial. Well, set it for after discovery closes January 12th. There is no the possibility of settlement. Our negotiations are continuing. Ms. Francis, do you see any reason that we should set this case for evaluation or mediation?
No, Judge.
All right. And Mr. DeYoung, I've been indicating that you've pretty much indicated you're not interested in a mediation or evaluation. Is that correct?
That means what, Your Honor?
Mediation would be you'd have a mediator come to have the sides most likely would talk to both sides to come to an agreement in the matter. And then evaluation, the case would be evaluated by a panel of three.
No,
I don't think either one of those would facilitate discussion. All right. Ms. Francis, may I sign the pretrial statement on your behalf? I've only indicated a cutoff date of January 12th, 2026. And then we're doing a motion for summary disposition and response. We've held back on any of those pleadings or motions till after the January 12th cutoff date. Anything else, Ms. Francis, or can I sign on your behalf?
You can sign on my behalf, Judge.
Okay, I'm going to say via Zoom, authorization granted. And then, Mr. DeYoung, I'm going to have you take a look at this.
I do have one more question.
All right, you can ask any questions.
At the bench trial, I do have the right to face my accuser. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And the Constitution doesn't apply to civil cases, but I would expect that I don't know who you would term your accuser. It would be.
Well, it'd be the man that signed the purchase agreement.
That's part of the proofs of Spring Oaks Capital, but the Constitution doesn't apply to civil cases. It applies to only criminal cases.
Okay.
So take a look at that and you can sign that if you choose. Is that a fair statement, Ms. Francis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why does she get to deem it a fair statement?
What's that?
Why are you asking her all the questions?
I asked her because she has to authorize my signature. You're here, so I can just show it to you. So the only two that's been set are the discovery request and holding on to the motion for summary disposition and the response. All right, I'm going to indicate that all parties appeared. All parties appeared. And the pretrial was signed and scanned. Mr. DeYoung, you can get a copy of this for your records, and then I'm going to sign this as the sitting judge on today's date, 10/14. And then anything else will be set by the civil department on Judge Simmons' docket. This is Judge Simmons' case. Ms. Francis, do you have any questions?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right. Mr. DeYoung, do you have any questions? All right. You should stay for a copy for your own records. Thank you, everybody, for your appearance. We will sign and scan as a part of the filing system.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Let me close that before I forget. All right, are we ready, Ms. Fortuna Gill? Or would you like to call a different case? Oh, there's Mr. Harris.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah,
We're ready on Sanders, Your
All
Honor.
right.
Ms. Thompson's going to handle that matter.
All right. And it's Ms. Thomason. Okay. All right. And can I call those cases together? Or would you like those called separately, Ms. Thompson?
Together is fine.
Okay. So we're on the record in 25-02730 and 25-02778. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Jacob Sanders. Appearances for the record, Ms. Thompson, and a motion.
Laura Thompson on behalf of the people, and I'd like to motion to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120.
All right.
My supervisor is ETA Haley Fortuna Gill.
All right, thank you. And that's granted. And you only have to make that motion one time this morning. Mr. Harris, your appearance for the record.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Jacob Sanders. My understanding, Your Honor, is that he is currently lodged in the Eaton County Jail and was recently sentenced to 365 days, so he is unlikely to be leaving there anytime soon. My understanding is that I don't think a writ was done, so I would be requesting to waive his presence and reset to allow a writ to be done.
And is that a fair statement, Ms. Thompson? We need the appearance of Mr. Sanders, so we need to rid him out of Eaton County.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So we will do, of course, do the writ. And we'll reschedule for
November 4th at 9.
November 4th at 9 a.m. So we'll reschedule both files for November 4th at 9 a.m. We'll be responsible for the writ out of Eaton County so that we can conduct both pretrials on the matter. Anything else for the record in docket 25-02778 or 25-02730, Ms. Thompson?
Not for the people, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, we're all set. Thank you for your appearance.
Your Honor, I am also ready on Mr. Tremaine. If he should be downstairs in LPD lockup, I just finished speaking with him.
All right, so we can bring up, we need his appearance, or should we go get him?
I believe it would be best, Your Honor, to
Okay.
have him present.
So let's go get Mr. Tremaine. I've got him on 3 pretrials.
I believe it's 2 pretrials and a K-53 contempt hearing, Your Honor.
All right, in the meantime,
We're ready on Torrance.
on Torrance.
Yeah.
Unlicensed room.
And that's it.
Hmm.
And then the fence he found.
But let's find out. All right, I'm gonna check to see. On the IFG laptop, ma'am, what's your name?
My name is Amanda Hall.
All right. And Ms. Hall, you're here for your 10 o'clock?
That is correct.
All right, stand by. I'm gonna rename you.
Yeah. I'm just working on the docket. Just in order.
And then under the moniker of unlicensed room, would you please identify yourself?
Myself?
Unlicensed, no, Ms. Hall, we have you now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And under the moniker of unlicensed room, would you please identify yourself? All right. I'm gonna put him in the waiting.
D?
No, you're all set. You're all right in the hearing room, ma'am. All right, did you want to go on Destiny Torrance?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to go on that.
And is that Mr. Ned or is that? Okay. All right, so we're on the record in 25-00766. That is the people of the state of Michigan versus Destiny Torrance. Appearances for the record, Ms. Thompson.
Laura Thompson on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ned.
Georgia at APD on behalf of my clients appear via Zoom.
And ma'am, you are Destiny Torrance?
Yes.
And you can hear me all right, Ms. Torrance?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Thompson, how are we proceeding?
It is my understanding we're gonna set this for a final pretrial at this time.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. And I have a question. Because she's MDOC, is she gonna appear via Polycom for the final pretrial?
I think the final pretrial can be on Polycom since that to avoid the writ. And if this is working better, and then Ms. Thompson, you may or may not have to subpoena witnesses or Zoom is available to your witnesses. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
2 things, Your Honor. One thing. Before we go off the record, I want if she can stay on Polycom, I do wish to speak with her very briefly.
All right. All right.
Yes,
So
please.
Ms. Torrance, we're setting this for final pretrial on
October 28th at 8:30.
October 28th at 8:30.
Okay.
I'm going to indicate that Zoom is appropriate for all witnesses, for defendant and all witnesses.
Yes.
And then, Ms. Torrance, once you join, once Mr. Ned is able to join us, I'm going to place you in a breakout room with your public defender. All right, ma'am?
Okay.
All right, so let's see, WHB here. I'm gonna put you in room 1 and I'll also assign your public defender in room 1. Once you're done speaking with them, you're all set, ma'am, okay?
Okay.
Tell me when I'm not joining.
Yeah, that's fine, because I have to skip by Georgia. You want to do Wayland? Okay. Your Honor, we're already on Wayland next.
All right, Wayland, and then I know Mr. Williams is on Zoom and Miss Moore is on Zoom.
I mean, we can do it.
All right, so Ms. Fortuna Gill, who did you indicate?
I believe that we're ready on, oh gosh, now I'm not sure what I said. Wayland, Wayland, Your
Yes, Your
Honor.
Honor, my understanding is that Ms. Whalen is not here yet. That may be because I had spoken with her previously.
I'm here.
Oh, you are here, Ms.
All
Oh,
right.
there you are, Ms.
Oh,
Whalen.
yeah, I've been here.
Okay.
She's been here for a little bit.
My apologies, Your Honor.
All right. So we're on the record in docket 25-02584. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Megan Whalen. Appearances for the record, Ms. Thompson.
Laura Thompson for the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Ms. Megan Whalen, who is joining via Zoom, Your Honor.
And ma'am, you are Megan Whalen, is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you. And you can hear me all right, Ms. Whalen?
Yes.
Thank you. This is the time set for pretrial in the matter. Ms. Thompson, how are we proceeding? Would you like to defer to Mr. Harris?
I'll defer to Mr. Harris.
Mr. Harris.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke with with prosecutor's office last week. My client had provided some proof of compliance and that the dog was now, that the dog, I believe, is now licensed. It was indicated to me that this would be dismissed for compliance.
Is that a fair statement, Ms. Thompson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you have no objection to the dismissal?
Not from the, no, and not from the defense either.
Ms. Thompson?
No.
All right. All right. So we will, based on the representations that have been made on the record, we'll move to dismiss this ticket without prejudice for compliance purposes. And then you should be all set, Ms. Whalen. Anything else for the record in 25-02584, Ms. Thompson?
Not for the people, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Whalen, we've dismissed based on the representations of counsel. For compliance purposes, you should be all set, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For what?
To be with Destiny.
Oh, okay. I wasn't here.
Did you want to go on?
Sorry, you weren't.
Oh,
Yes,
Mr. Ned, were you going to join us?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to Destiny real quick. That's
Yeah, she's already in room 1. We're just waiting for you to join us.
I joined.
He's in the
already.
waiting room. I just wasn't here to do it.
Oh,
Sorry,
That's okay. I just didn't
I should be
know.
being more.
all right, let's put you in room 1. I don't know who, there was an unlicensed. They wouldn't identify themselves, so I took them out. Are we ready on Mr. Tremaine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Oh, one's the same. I see. And Wendy, you probably need a break for Little John to get that CCH.
Yep.
So let's go on Jeremy Tremaine. Did you want those cases called together or?
Together is fine, Your
Oh.
Honor.
All right, so we're on the record in 25-02780 and 25-02923. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Jeremy Tremaine. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Tremaine, who is standing to my right, Your Honor.
Sir, you are Jeremy Clinton Tremaine, is that correct? Thank you. This is the time set for a pretrial in the matter NAPA 53 contempt violation. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding today?
Yes, Your Honor. I do believe the intention is to believe both the file ending in 80 and in, there's two that end in 80, I see. Both set for pretrial to have a final pretrial. As far as the PA 53 goes, that did result in one of these cases, so we're unable to move forward with that today.
All right. So on 25-02780, we're setting that for final pretrial. Is that a fair statement, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright.
Sorry.
And we're since we're not going forward on the PA 53 because since it's the same facts ended up in another case.
That is correct, Your Honor. Yeah, one of these cases.
All right, so we'll set. I think that was the APA.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor. It may have been my confusion. My understanding from the prosecutor was that the complaining witness had appeared and made some statements to the prosecution about potentially not wanting to proceed with this case. However, if the prosecution is indicating they would need to set this for a final pretrial before confirming their intent, and then I would request this be set for a final pretrial.
All right.
That is correct, Your Honor.
So we'll dismiss the PA 53 violation without prejudice, since the same facts end up in another file. And then we'll set the final pretrial on 25-02780 for
October 28th at 8:30.
October 28th at 8:30. So we've set for final pretrial on October 28th at 8:30. And then on 25-02923, how are we proceeding on that file, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
That file also set for final pretrial, Your Honor.
That would also be on October 28th
Yes, at 8:30.
at 8:30. All right, so we've dismissed the PA 53 violation pursuant to the request and set for final pretrial on 25-02780 and 25-02923. Set those both for final pretrial on October 28th at 8:30. Is that a fair statement, Mr. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor, if the court would allow me to briefly address bond.
You may address bond on either one of the files, Mr. Harris.
Yes, Your Honor, I would, Mr. Tremaine has been sitting on these cases since he was picked up on the new file. I don't believe he is able to post a bond if one is posted, if one is on either file. I would ask if the court would consider either a lower bond, something you could potentially post, or perhaps a bond with a GPS tether. I realize that he does still have the 2 cases outstanding. However, given the statements that I understand may have been made to the prosecutor, it seems likely that these cases may not end up going forwards at that next final pretrial date. I would ask if the court would consider either the lower bond or allowing Mr. Tremaine to be released on a GPS tether, or perhaps house arrest, so that he doesn't have to spend the next 2 weeks sitting at the Ingham County Jail, Your Honor.
All right, bond was initially set by Magistrate Milmore at 2,500, 10%, and then it was remanded for, well, there was a PA 53, and he was remanded for that hearing. That's been dismissed. Anything on bond? Any argument on bond, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
I'll keep it brief, Your Honor. It does alarm the people potentially if the court would consider to lower bond because of the violent nature of these crimes, and additionally that there was a bond violation committed, and it's the exact same crime that got us here in the first place. But I'll defer to the court.
Right. Well, it's been remanded, so I'm going to have to set bond because he has no bond right now at this point in time. So it's been remanded. I do have the same victim on both cases. So if you're able to make bond, and I'm going to set a bond A GPS tether is ordered on both bonds. And that is GPS. And there's a litany to go with it, and I'm going to say that for the record. Here it is. GPS tether with victim notification if possible in exclusion zones of 2,000 feet from victim's home, work, or school. So the GPS is ordered. And then there's no contact is ordered with Sierra Saint, and there was a no contact on both files, and I'll indicate that no contact. That's direct or indirect contact, so nobody should be contacting Miss Saint on your behalf. So on 2502-780, bond would be set. It appears that there was a remand and 25,000, 10% on that file. So bond will be set at 6,000, 10%. And then bond on the second file, 2502-923, that was also remanded as a violation of the PA 53, and that is set for 7,000, 10%. So 6,000, 10% and 7,000, 10% with a GPS order and a no contact with the victim are set on each file. Anything else? And that's because the remand was dismissed as a part of the proceedings. So I've set bond on both files. Anything else for the record in 2502-780 or 2502-923? All right. Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Nothing on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Crane, you're all set. Thank you for your appearance today. So let's take a break in the action. That allowed us to get Mr. Littlejohn's CCH and then go forward on the 930s.
So there's nothing I can do. All rise. Thank you.
I know.
It's only so much I can do about it, unfortunately. Looks like it's going to be as soon as we come back from this break.
I have a 74-year-old man.
How long he said it's gonna be before. So I was talking
They gave it up years ago. He got. It's crazy.
Do you know how long did he say the break was going to be?
I mean, so. Yeah, that's. Now, the driver only suspended thing. It's certain, like, no insurance, like, they get parking car, and they do, they start parking car. Some don't, I mean, like, this is. 100%.
And I made her my friend, that one.
Oh, for sure. I mean, no, it's all that. Well, these are all allegations. It wasn't. So now she's lying. Yeah, maybe if she was lying, that's a difference. Yeah.
You know that's not how it works.
Nah,
Nobody's
I'm-
ever done that here in our office.
I am back in the day. Because like something I have, no, what? No, trust me, I have.
Oh my god. Oh my
But
god.
speaking of, I have to talk to you about, I don't have to, I want to talk to you about,
Yeah.
what are you about? What's going on?
Well, thank you.
Not muted. All right, so I can mute us. Thank you, Megan. You're welcome.
Good morning.
You can just mute yourself, Mr. Jackson.
I finally figured it out.
All right, so we're on the record in docket 2502-834. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Amanda Hall. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ned.
George Net APD, I have my client appearing via Zoom.
And ma'am, you are Amanda Hall, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you can hear me all right, Ms. Hall?
I can. Thank you.
Thank you. This is the time set for pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor, I do believe that we are going to set this for a final pretrial at this time.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set for final pretrial on
October 28th at 8:30.
October 28th at 8:30. That'll be live in person on the 6th floor of City Hall of Lansing. So that'll be on October 28th at 8:30. Anything else for the record in 2502-834, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ned.
Ms. Hall, does that day work for you in your schedule?
Yes, that will be fine. Thank you.
No, nothing further.
All right. So we'll see everybody on October 28th at 8:30. Thank you for your appearance. You're all set, Ms. Hall.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Ned, do you have any of the
Radcliffe.
red?
It's gonna be MPD traffic.
He's incarcerated.
Yep.
He's on Poly.
Was he? That is post one.
You're, oh, I'll go ahead and press on that. I want to see if this is the only thing holding him up in regards to, I'll go. Sorry.
Let's see. He was remanded on this.
Yep, that's why I want to make sure.
And Mary Kelly.
He was remanded for most of that.
I've got one.
I'll call you back. I'll call you back.
One with a 48-hour hold.
He was scheduled for free trial on 4/22. And he failed to appear.
4/22.
Oh, he failed to appear at the arraignment. I'm sorry.
That doesn't count. Have him on 5/20/25 failed to appear. So why would he be remanded on this?
Because he kept failing to appear.
You say kept, but I don't get a
He
count.
got, so.
I have August 5th, 2025 failed to appear, and that's it. I have the rest are arraignments.
Yeah, but that's why Mary Kelly did it, because he kept failing to appear for the arraignment.
On June 13th and March 25th. He was arraigned on June 11th. I don't know. Those are all by, okay. All right, so we're on the record in 25-00649. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Toby Radcliffe. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ned.
George Net APD, on behalf of my client who's appearing via the jail.
And sir, you are Toby Radcliffe, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. And you can hear me, Mr. Radcliffe?
I'm sorry?
You can hear me all right, Mr. Radcliffe?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I do believe this is going to be a plea. The people have extended an offer of the civil infraction impeding traffic. I do have that number for you. It's a 257.676B.
So is that $135 fine?
Yes, Your Honor, that's, I can confirm, but that sounds right.
And that you'll be accepting responsibility for the civil infraction on behalf of your client, Mr. Annette.
Just want to inquire because I told him that would have been a possibility. Mr. Radcliffe, I did get that civil infraction we talked about. Are you cool? Or sorry, are you okay with taking that today?
paying for it today.
No,
Sorry. It's the civil. I got you the civil infraction we talked about trying to obtain. We got it. It's a civil infraction. No criminal conviction. It's a $135 fine. It will take care of the issue while you're one of the issues while you're in custody.
Yeah,
all right, and you'd have 90 days to make that payment.
Yes, Your Honor. He has 2 other files that he's gonna probably post bond on. Hopefully, you know where you'll be able to post bond on those 2 files?
yeah, I was gonna see if your honor would be willing to lower the one bond because I'll be untethered. So there's no way would I not
I
be
think
able
he's
to
talking
do
about
for
it.
you.
Does he have any pending cases with you? I know he has his attorney Lou Goodrich has 2 files with bonds, 10% bonds. Mr. Ratcliffe, the case you're remanded on is gonna be resolved today with that civil infraction that we talked about.
Right.
All right, so you
Okay.
don't have to worry about a GPS tether with that.
All right. And that's your understanding, Ms. Fortuna Gill, you've made the offer impeding traffic, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're all working from the same document. This is for a ticket. It was written on February 25th, 2025 in Aurelius on I-96, and you accept responsibility on behalf of your client for impeding traffic on that date. Is that correct, Mr. Annette?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. That comes with a $135 fine, and that can be paid in 90 days. And I'll give you a date certain for that. What's January 12th.
Mr. Ratcliffe, just so you know, so this, you're no longer being held on this. It's only the 2 files with Mr. Lou Goodrich.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
So you should be able to post bond now.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So this is a civil infraction with a $135 fine, and you'll have 90 days to pay that to January. So that as long as it's all paid by January 12th to the city of Lansing, and that can be paid online, in person, or at the counter. Anything else for the record in 2500649, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Net.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Mr. Clad Radcliffe, thank you for your appearance. You're all set today.
All right, can I have my attorney bring out with me for a second?
Did you?
Yes, I can.
All right. So, Mr. Radcliffe, I'm going to place you in room 1, and then when your attorney joins us, we'll place him in room 1 too, okay?
Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Ned, when you join, I'll place you in that room. Or Megan will, because I'll forget.
Well, it's like you actually said.
Right.
Final feature on which is happening. So
Okay.
You said the
Wait.
dark mark is getting on.
Yes, because of the compliance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ready. Said you accept the final feature on
Yeah.
it.
Your Honor, we're ready on Blazon.
On Little John or?
Oh, we can finish Little John.
Let's finish. All right, so we're on the record in 2501955. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Darnell Littlejohn. Appearances have been made on the record. Have had the opportunity to review the CCH. Mr. Harris, is Mr. Littlejohn still going to plead to the attempted retail fraud? I will not be agreeing to immediate sentencing today.
Yes, Your Honor, I've spoken with him regarding that and the process of the probation referral that would like to come if we couldn't get the immediate sentencing today. He indicated he still wanted to proceed with the offer.
All right. So. All right. And is that, that's your understanding, Ms. Fortuna Gill? We're going forward with the sentencing. I'm going to refer to probation. There is a Killebrew agreement of no jail. I'm most likely going to look at whatever probation comes up with. And I've had the opportunity to see the Department of Corrections history here, just so Mr. Littlejohn understands that. Is that correct, Mr. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So let's amend count 1 to the attempted retail fraud in the 3rd degree, that being a 46 day and or $250. Mr. Harris may inquire of Mr. Littlejohn of his advice of rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Littlejohn, you understand you have the following rights in this misdemeanor case, and I'll walk you through those rights. You have the right to be tried by a jury, to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, to have the prosecutor prove beyond reasonable doubt that you are guilty, to have witnesses against you appear at trial, to question any witnesses that are brought against you. You are represented today by Attorney James Harris. He would be present to cross-examine any witnesses or contest any charges brought against you by the people of the state of Michigan. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses appear in your defense, to remain silent during the trial, not to have that silence used against you, and to testify at trial if you choose to testify. Do you understand your jury trial rights in this matter, sir? If you're pleased accepted, you'll give the claim the plea was results of any promises other than what's stated on the record, but threats that it was not your choice to plead guilty. You'd also be giving up the right to appeal anything from trial. Since you won't be having a trial, you'll be pleading guilty to the misdemeanor instead. Is it your wish today to plead guilty to the misdemeanor instead?
Yes, Your Honor.
This has a ultimate penalty of 46 days under $250. There's an agreement between the people and your attorney of no jail. If I was going to do something different from that, you'd have the opportunity to withdraw your plea. You understand that, sir? All right. I'm going to bring your attention back. So please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to bring your attention back to May 4th, 2025 at the offense location of East Edgewood Boulevard in the city of Lansing. Were you at East Edgewood Boulevard in the city of Lansing on May 4th, 2025? That's commonly referred to as Target.
Yes.
And was Target open to the general public at the time?
Yes.
And were there items that you took from Target that were placed on sale to the general public?
Yes.
And that was all in the attempt to purchase less than $200 in the attempt to take things that you had not paid for. Is that correct? Okay. Anything towards a factual basis, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
I find the factual basis to be knowing, voluntarily, and accurately made. There's a restitution agreement that's going in the file for $67 to Target.
$57 or?
I have $67.09.
It should be $69.09.
I can't read.
Well, I could have, did I miswrite it?
No, it's that's $69.09. Is that your understanding, Mr. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor, that was my understanding.
All right. Perfect. We tend to be pretty flexible about handwriting in this court, so since everybody's got to read mine. We'll refer to probation. So probation is 1 floor down all the way to the right, and they'll either see you now or set up a meeting, and then we'll see what options are available to us at sentencing. And we'll have a sentencing date of
December 16th at 1:30.
December 16th at 1:30. Anything else for the record in 2501955, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you on that December 16th at 1:30 day. Thank you for your appearance
Thank
today.
you, Your Honor. Okay.
People already on Parker, Your Honor.
Samuel Parker.
Then if we could do Timrick after that.
All right, so we're on the record in docket 2502397. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Samuel Parker. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Parker, who's standing to my right, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Samuel Parker, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This is the time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I do believe that we are going to be setting this matter for a final pretrial.
So set for final pretrial. Is that a fair statement, Mr. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Parker regarding this case and regarding our strategy going forward. At this time, we would be requesting a final pretrial be set, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set for final pretrial on
October 28th at 8:30.
All right, we'll set for final pretrial on October 28th at 8:30. That'll be live in person on the 6th floor of City Hall of Lansing. Anything else for the record in docket 2502-397, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Nothing for the people.
Mr. Harris?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Parker, we'll see you on that October 28th date. You should be all set. Then
We're ready on Timrick.
Tim,
She should be over Zoom, Your Honor.
Sarah, Tim. And then Ms. Fortuna Gill, can I call those together? Or do you
Yes,
want
Your
those
Honor.
called together? All right.
You can call them together. Yeah.
That'll be Ms. Thompson's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, so we're on the record in docket 2502-522 and 2502-523. That is the City of Lansing versus, or people of the state of Michigan versus Sarah Timrek. Appearances for the record, Ms. Thompson.
Laura Thompson for the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Ms. Chimrek for who's appearing via Zoom.
And ma'am, you are Sarah Timrek, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can hear me all right, Ms. Timrek?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This is the time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Thompson, how are we proceeding? Would you like to defer to Mr. Harris?
For the file ending in 02522, we're dismissing for compliance. And then for the other file 02523, we're requesting that be set for a final pretrial.
That is correct, Your Honor. When I spoke with Ms. Timrek, she did provide me some evidence and some proof regarding compliance and attempts made so that the dogs do not get out anymore. Well, the dog in this case doesn't get out anymore. So we would have no objection to that being dismissed. Regarding the bite of another charge, we would be requesting that be set for a final pretrial. I believe there was also a motion that may have been submitted or is forthcoming from my office that I would also be requesting be set for a motion hearing. My understanding is that that motion was mailed by my office, was emailed to the prosecutor's office, and a copy was placed in courier for the court back on the 3rd.
So probably set the motion at the same time of the
Yes.
final
I would
pretrial.
ask that the motion hearing be set for the same date as the final pretrial, Your Honor.
All right, so on file 2502-522, that is dismissed for compliance purposes without prejudice. And then we'll set for final pretrial and motion. I'll write in here. And we'll set it for
October 28th at 8:30.
October 28th at 8:30. So it's set for final pretrial on October 28th at 8:30 for 2502-523.
Excuse
Anything
me,
else for the, Ms. Timrek?
I am so sorry to ask, but is there a way I can reschedule that? My disabled child has an appointment out of town that day.
No, no worries. We'll set for final pretrial on. So that's, all right. I think we have some time in November.
November 4th at 8:30.
Okay, so we'll set it the following week for November 4th at 8:30.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. We've set this for for final pretrial on November 4th at 8:30. That would be live in person on the 6th floor, unless I hear differently from the parties. And we're also setting the corresponding motion at the same time. Anything else for the record in 2502-523 or 2502-522, Ms. Thompson?
Not for the people.
Mr. Harris?
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Timrick, we'll see you on that November 4th date. Thank you for your appearance.
Thank you.
We're ready on Blazin, Your Honor.
Blazing. All right, so we're on the record in docket 25-02549. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Stanley Blazin. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Blazin, who is standing to my right, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Stanley Blazin, is that correct? Thank you. This is the time set for pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how we proceed?
Your Honor, there has been some additional discovery on this case, so the people just need some time to review that. So I'm not sure if this court would prefer to set it for another pretrial or if we just set it for a final pretrial.
That is,
You can set it out for final pretrial, just to give it to work some time in.
That's perfectly fine, Your Honor.
yes, that is a correct statement, Your Honor. When I spoke with Mr. Blazin last time we were in court, he provided me some evidence that may be exculpatory and may indicate another person was involved. I had one of our investigators look into that who was able to largely confirm what Mr. Blazin advised that to me. I had told me, I provided that to the prosecutor today, and I understand the prosecutor needs to look into that.
Do you have any objection to Zoom being appropriate for all witnesses?
No objection.
So,
No objection from defense, Your Honor.
so Zoom is appropriate for all witnesses, including the defendant if he chooses. All right, and we'll set for final pretrial, and we'd probably want it a little further out, just to give you.
I would think November at least.
Okay, so November, sometime in November.
November 4th at 8:30.
November 4th at 8:30 for final pretrial. And we'll wait to hear from the parties concerning that date. Anything else for the record in 25-02549? We've set it for November 4th at 8:30. Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Not on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Blazin, you can attend via Zoom or you can attend live. It's up to you.
I can do Zoom.
All right, on November 4th at 8:30. Thank you. We have Moore and Williams on the 10:30s. Looks like a couple of. And on the 10 o'clock, I have Charles Jackson next.
Okay.
That's Gergwis.
Okay.
That is Miss Moore. I think that is a motion to set aside the application. And I do have a letter from the Attorney General's office. And then Ms. Fortuna Gill, do you have any objection to setting aside the conviction? The Attorney General's office indicated that they meet the application response. I don't know if you have any objection to.
The people have no objection,
Okay.
Your Honor.
And notice was sent August 12th to both the prosecutor and the Attorney General. Okay. Is that-
I didn't know.
You can now. Yeah, as part of the clean slate, I believe. All right, so Ms. Moore, we can call your case of a 16-01443. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Charles Jackson. Appearances for the record, Ms. Moore.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shanice Moore, PA 3784, standing in for attorney of record Christina Gergis on behalf of Mr. Jackson, who is present on Zoom.
And sir, and you can unmute. You are Charles Jackson. You're gonna have to unmute, sir. There you go.
I'm unmuted now.
All right. And sir, you are Charles Jackson. Is that correct?
Yes, correct, sir.
All right. All right. The proof of service was filed. There's no objection by the Attorney General. And I just spoke with the Ingham County prosecutor. Well, have her introduce herself for the record. Ms. Fortuna Gill, your appearance for the record.
Kaylee Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
And I have notice was sent to on August 12th to both the Attorney General and the Ingham County Prosecutor. And the Attorney General has filed agrees that Mr. Jackson meets the statute's eligibility requirements. And they have no objection. If any decision is made consistent with the public welfare to grant Mr. Jackson's privilege, I've talked to Ms. Fortuna Gill, who's indicated there's no objection. Is that correct? Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Yes, that is correct. My apologies, Your Honor.
Okay. So Ms. Moore, I've indicated that this involves a domestic violence out of 2016. The applicant has not been convicted of 3 or more felonies. There are not criminal charges pending against the applicant. Time period required by the M780.621 has passed concerning domestic violence. Opportunity has been given to the Attorney General. He has they have. So why would he write in the domestic? So Ms. Moore, I have the application on the order, the application pursuant to 750.812, and then I have the application is granted. I have the following convictions for domestic violence. Opportunity has been given to the Attorney General and the prosecuting official to contest the application. So any questions concerning or any decisions, any argument you want to be made on behalf of the motion to set aside the conviction, Ms. Moore?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson has no pending criminal charges. As far as his post-conviction circumstances, he is retired from Waverly Park Apartments, working in maintenance. He worked there for about 6 years before he was injured back in 2013. He has a chemical applications license. He consistently donates to the Salvation Army. He successfully completed court-ordered therapy. This is the only conviction on his record, the only assaultive conviction that he's had. He's requesting this expungement to have a clean record and put this behind him.
All right, thank you. CCH. All right. So I'm going to grant the motion. I'm based on the serious misdemeanor to be set aside. At least 5 years have passed since the sentence was imposed, or discharged from imprisonment, whichever is later. And this is the only misdemeanor conviction of 2016. And there's not been anything else since that. So I'm going to grant the motion as to the misdemeanor I have signed the order to set aside the convictions based on the criteria that's been met. Anything else for the record in docket 1601443, Ms. Moore?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Jackson, you should be all set. Thank you for your appearance today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What are you ready to call this opportunity?
We are ready on Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Am I saying that properly?
Yeah. Hello, bro.
Is that your client, Mr. Aden? And I don't see.
Well, then we can.
No, we call. I spoke with who I need to speak with yesterday. They're aware of the 10 a.m. time. What time is it right now?
11:07.
We can call it.
All right. All right, so we're on the record in docket 2502884. That is the people of the state of Michigan versus Mapenzi Nairobi. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ned.
Virginia APD, I have my client. He's not here today.
I do not see, I'm gonna mute Mr. Jackson. I do not see a Mr. Nairobi in the Zoom courtroom. There's nobody in the physical courtroom. Nobody's answering by that name in the hallway. In the hallway. It would appear that Mr. Mapenzi Nairobi has failed to appear for the pretrial. Mr. Annette, have you had any contact with Mr. Nairobi?
Yes, I don't have my computer with me, but maybe a week or 2 or 3 ago, I did speak with my client. I believe it's a her. I'm not for certain right now. And we talked about this matter, and she informed me that she'll be on Zoom. I called yesterday. I believe her father answered, and I told him to notify her of the court date. He said, make sure he lets her know. So really, I only had one form of contact with her. I would ask for a 40-hour hold. I believe this is maybe a misunderstanding because they did seem, compliant with everything we talked about. Maybe just something might have happened. Maybe they lost the Zoom instructions.
It would appear that the defendants failed to appear for the pretrial. Ms. Fortuna Gill, I have no prior fail to appears. How did you want to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, the people would request a bench warrant. However, we have no objection to a 48-hour hold.
And I'll inform Mapenzi how to turn herself in.
All right, or we can wait to hear from you, Mr. Ned. I'm going to issue a bench warrant with a 48-hour hold, and if you let us know, we'll just reschedule it. Anything else for the record in 2502884, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
None, Your Honor.
Mr. Ned?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you should be all set on that file.
Let's call Levine to get that out of the way.
Levine.
That's a fail to appear.
All right.
We've given him a lot of courtesy time at this point.
All right, so we're on the record in docket 2500925. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Benjamin Levine. Appearances for the record. I was trying to find him on Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Levine for purposes, for the final pretrial, Your Honor. I unfortunately do not see him here in person or via Zoom. I do not have any information to provide regarding the failure to appear, Your Honor.
All right, this was scheduled for 8:30. It's now 11:10. Defendant has failed to appear for his final pretrial in regards to this R&O and B&E misdemeanors. It would appear that the defendant, I do not see Mr. Levine in the Zoom courtroom or the physical courtroom. There's nobody by that name in the hallway. Based on the representations of counsel, it appears Mr. Levine has failed to appear. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how did you want to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, the people would be requesting a bench warrant. The people would consent to a 48-hour hold.
Okay, I do have a prior fail to appear as of June 10th.
When's the last time we talked about?
And I have a fail to appear on May 13th.
Okay,
so
then.
We'll issue a bench warrant. We'll issue a bench warrant immediate on Mr. Levine. Anything else for the record in 25-00925, Ms. Fortuna?
Not on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris?
Nothing, nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
When he was in jail.
And then we have, I don't know who's here on, Mr. Williams, are you here on Tucker?
No, I'm here on John Clyde Schneider, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I believe you also have Mr. Hawkins here. I am ready to go on that one.
Let's do, I think Schneider's just a motion to set aside on a retail fraud. And
Is on Tucker.
do we have a letter on from the AG? I don't think we need a letter.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
What's the charge?
retail fraud.
We're listed.
It's a victim crime, so I don't know.
I don't think we do. But we have, and they were given the opportunity, they were given notice on August 12th. All right. All right, so Mr. Williams, we'll call that case. We're on the record in docket J974466. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Jonathan Schneider. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Williams.
Richard Williams on behalf of Mr. Schneider, Your Honor.
And sir, you are John Clyde Schneider, is that correct?
Yes, sir. John Clyde Schneider, correction from the name that was announced of Jonathan. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
This is the time set for a order on application set aside. I have the applicant has not been convicted of more than 3 felonies. The applicant has not been convicted of criminal offense during the time. This involves a retail fraud in the 2nd degree. And an opportunity has been given to the Attorney General and the prosecuting official to contest the application. Is there any objection to the retail fraud conviction of Ms. Fortuna Gill?
No objection, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Williams, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. His birthday is coming up this week, and it's been 28 years since he's been in any type of difficulty whatsoever. He is employed by an outfit by the name of Phillips and Jordan in Florida. And quite frankly, he, as far as I know, and the Attorney General, Michael Ajami, has indicated he has not been convicted of anything in any other jurisdiction.
All right. Mr. Schneider, is there anything you'd like to say to the court before the court is going to grant your application to set aside the retail fraud conviction? Is there anything you'd like to say to the court?
I just would like to thank the court very much for this. And I've grown a lot since this incident. You know, this happened back in the middle 90s. I'd just like to, set this aside and continue on with my life and just be a productive, positive member of society. And that's all I have here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schneider. So I have signed the order to set aside the application. You should be all set, Mr. Schneider. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
You're all set, Mr. Williams. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Michael is George. What are you're on Hawkins?
Yeah, I'm Hawkins.
Okay, we're ready on Hawkins.
This is also Maria.
Yeah.
There's the All right, Mr. Hawkins, we'll call your case. You can unmute We're on the record in docket 25-02-888. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Dwayne Hawkins. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Hawkins, who appears via Zoom, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Dwayne Hawkins, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
I believe that we are going to keep this, or we're going to set this for final pretrial.
That is correct, Your Honor. I spoke with Mr. Hawkins regarding this case yesterday and our options. At this point, we would be requesting a final pretrial be set.
All right, we'll set it for final pretrial on
October 28th at 8:30.
All right, this is set for October 28th at 8:30. For final pretrial, anything, and that'll be live in person on the 6th floor of City Hall of Lansing. Anything else for the record in 25-02-888, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not on behalf of the people.
Mr. Harris.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hawkins, we'll see you on October 28th at 8:30 at your final pretrial.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Then we have Marines.
Yes, Your Honor. I represent Mr. Marinas, who unfortunately does not seem to be here in person or via Zoom.
All right, let's put that aside. How about Merkel?
We can bring him up.
Okay, so we can bring up Dustin Merkel. What else do we have? Tuttle's incarcerated.
Yes, sir. Mr. Tucker, as far as I can tell from the docket, does not have any counsel representing him, and our records show that he was denied a public defender.
Is he here today?
I do not see anyone by that
I
name.
believe, was in the waiting room at one point. I don't know if anybody let him.
Malone Tucker. Submit all and let's identify him. On the cell phone, ending in 7558, could you please identify yourself?
I'm Carlos Marinas.
What's your name?
Carlos Marinas.
Carlos, oh, he's at 10:30. Carlos Marines.
Mr. Marinas?
Carlos Marinas, is that you?
Yes.
All right. Did you want to meet with Mr. Marinas, Mr.
Yes, Your Honor,
Harris?
I would greatly appreciate
All
it.
right. All right, let me rename him.
I'm trying to put this on the video thing. Here it is.
I think I'm probably gonna. Yeah, I believe so. And there was already on.
All right, Mr. Marinas, I'm gonna place you in a room with your public defender. So you should get a prompt to go to room 3. And then I'll place your public defender in the same room. And Mr. Harris, you can go back to room 3. You should be already in room 3.
I'll do that.
On the Motorola G 2025, could you please identify yourself? You'll have to unmute.
Oh, it would be in custody, Your Honor.
Oh, Tuttle isn't.
Yeah.
Let me unmute this guy. So I don't know what he's here for.
Right, yeah, Laura told me. Until Feb 3rd.
No, for this. I mean.
It's fine. Laura told me the same thing.
Just kidding.
That's
I
tough.
don't really.
I can do it.
No, well, here's the thing, I told that. And I'm on the record, this is against my advice, I don't, I think it's a proud case. In fact, we're doing a year in jail. But anyways, he wants to.
You don't want to try to make those numbers.
I don't want to, but just to let you know.
Is he Tucker? Is he Malone Tucker?
Basically.
Mr. Ned, is that Malone Tucker?
I have no idea. That's not my client.
I don't, but
Oh,
you would
Matthew
have been at the arraignment.
Yes, yes.
Do you recognize him?
That's a great question. He looks familiar, but not for me to pinpoint it to anything.
Sir, what's your name? I know you're trying to unmute.
If you can ask, put his phone number in the chat, I can give him a call. If you can put your phone number in the chat, I can give you a call.
I think he's talking into his phone. You're on mute, sir. You'll have to unmute.
When you call it.
All right, Miss Fortuna Gill, did you want these called together or?
They can be called together, Your Honor.
All right, so we're on the record in 25-01116, 25-02072, and 25-02953. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Dustin Merkel. I also have, this is the time set for a PA 53 violation on 116 and 2072. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ned.
George Ned, APD, on behalf of my client who's standing to my right.
And sir, you are Dustin Merkel, is that correct? Thank you. This is the time set for a pretrial on 3 of these files And then on 1116 and 072, a PA 53 contempt violation. Miss Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, on all three pretrials, I believe that we will be requesting a final pretrial. As far as the bond violations, the PA 53s, all of those have resulted in criminal cases, so we're unable to proceed on those today.
That is correct, Your Honor, and we will be prepared for final pretrial. I'd like to address final one the court has time.
All right, so the PA 53 have ended up being separate charges, and those will be dismissed without prejudice. All right, and then as to each of those files are be set for pretrial, for final pretrial. And that date will be
October 28th at 8:30.
October 28th at 8:30. So we've set all three pre-trials. They'll be live in person on the 6th floor of City Hall of Lansing for October 28th at 8:30. And then Mr. Annette, you said you wanted to be heard on bond.
Yes, Your Honor. May I ask what the current bond is on each file?
I have on 25-01116, current bond is 2,010%. On 25-02072, the defendant's been remanded.
Did that go away now since
that was done by Judge Ward?
I arraigned him as well, Your Honor. Yeah.
Okay. And then on 25-02953, bond is set at $500, 10% on that file.
So I guess the first, the most important part of the remand, it was remanded due to the PA 53s that were dismissed today?
Looks like it was arraigned at the same, on September 28th. I would think it'd been remanded at that time. It was originally set at $1,000 PR, and then I have remand on September 28th. So that would be my guess. It was remanded at this because it was arraigned at the same time of the other assault and battery.
Correct, Your Honor. Taking that consideration, those three are dismissed right now. Mr. Merkel does have a valid address, does have a valid phone number. He has 2 minor children that he takes care of. He is, will be employed once he's released with Hazlitt Construction, if I'm saying that company correct. He has no problem with the GPS tether. He just wants to be released, Your Honor. Given the fact that he's been in custody for some time now, and the final pretrial is the 28th, I believe you said?
October 28th at 8:30.
I just asked to give him one chance of freedom, Your Honor. He will not have any issues with them going forward. We addressed this at the arraignment when I first spoke with him and earlier at the jail today and just now. He understands that any more screw-ups, any more alleged screw-ups, he'd have bigger problems.
All right, thank you. Ms. Fortuna Gill, do you have any response to the motion to reduce bond? I have bond at 2,010%, a remand on 7-2, and then bond is set at 510% on the assault and battery. Looks like the complaining victim is Christopher Palmer.
That is correct, Your Honor. The people will leave it to the court's discretion.
All right, thank you. Well, bond has been set at 2,010%. I'm going to leave that bond the same on 25-0116. I will set bond on the 25-02072 since there was a remand on that charge, and I'll set bond at $4,010. And then I will leave bond the same on the assault and battery, which is $500, 10%. I will add on the one that I'm addressing remand, a GPS tether is ordered on that victim. And I know that that requests a litany on mine. So I will indicate that a GPS tether with victim notification if possible and exclusion zones of 2,000 feet from victim's home, work, or school will be ordered if bond is able to be, if bond is able to be. So GPS is ordered, and then the continued no contact on that DV, and that would be with victim Christopher Merkel, which is the same as the A and B.
You know, my client asked me just to ask more. Is there any possibility we can lower it down any further?
No, not on 3 files. I'm pretty good with. I think bond is set at that request on the remand, and then the 2 following files all assaultive in nature. That's all for the record on that file. Thank you. You're all set.
Yes.
Tuttle or Marinas? Ooh, it's really-
Tuttle. If the Tuttle's here, I'm ready on Tuttle.
I think we're gonna bring up are we bringing up Tuttle?
Yeah.
Okay. So bring up Tuttle. I still don't know. Is that, so Nairumbe is here.
Oh, yes, I did give them a call, and they did appear.
We're ready on Marinas now as well.
Yes, Your Honor. He would, since he's on Zoom telephone, he would need to be brought back.
Who's unlicensed room?
Did you not?
I'm gonna admit unlicensed room, but they're gonna have to answer me or they're gonna go back. All right, unlicensed room, you've just been let into the Zoom courtroom. Can you identify yourself?
Yep, Malone Tucker.
Let me rename you. All right. We'll be with you. And you do not have a lawyer on your case, Mr. Tucker, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. All right, we'll call that. So who did you want to go on? I think Mr. Marinas is back. So go on Marinas?
Yes, Your Honor. Whatever we could get you fastest.
All right, so we're on the record in docket 25-02926. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Carlos Marinas. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill or Ms. Thompson.
Laura Thompson for the people.
Mr. Harris.
Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Carlos Marinas, who appears via Zoom telephone, Your Honor.
And sir, you are Carlos Marinas, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you. And you can hear me all right, Mr. Marinas?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Thompson, how are we proceeding?
We're requesting this be set for a final pretrial at this time.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor. I've spoken with Mr. Marinas regarding this case, and our options at this time, we would be requesting the court set a final pretrial.
All right, we'll set it for final pretrial on
October 28th at 8:30.
October 28th at 8:30. That'll be live in person on the 6th floor of City Hall of Lansing. We'll set it for October 28th at 8:30. Anything else for the record in 25-02926, Ms. Thompson?
Not for the people, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Marinas, we'll see you live in person on October 28th at 8:30.
Can I talk? I have a.
Hey, you're all set, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Did you have? I don't think he had any questions.
No, I just had a address mixed up
Oh,
when I talked.
that'll be right across from the Capitol on the 6th floor.
Yeah, so it's inside Lansing City Hall, across from the Lansing Capitol, Mr. Marinas.
Okay.
124 West Michigan Avenue. The address should be on your notice to appear.
Yeah, 124 West Michigan Avenue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They're bringing up. Did- So, Mr. Tucker, since you're representing yourself, I'm going to place you in a breakout room, or we can just put it on the record. It's up to you.
We can just put it on the
All right,
record.
all right. So, Mr. Tucker, let's call your case.
Mhm.
So we're on the record in docket 2502-880. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Malone Tucker. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
And sir, you are Malone Tucker, is that correct?
Yes.
And you are not represented by counsel today, is that correct?
Yes. I don't really know the process of all of this, so I mean, I
Right.
would say yes. Yeah.
All right. This is the time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding today? I know that you've not had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Tucker because he's unrepresented. How are we proceeding today?
That is correct, Your Honor. At this time, the people would be requesting a final pretrial.
Okay. So they're requesting to be set for final pretrial. That'll be live in person on the 6th floor City Hall of Lansing. Have you been able to send any discovery to Mr. Tucker?
Let me confirm, Your Honor.
I think he gave a Waverly Road address.
It does appear that discovery was sent. Mr. Tucker, did you receive that discovery?
I don't know what a discovery is.
Discovery would mean the police report and anything anything in regards to the police report and the complaint that was filed. Have you received that information, sir?
No, I have not.
All right, so let's reset this for pretrial. And that'll be a live pretrial. So, Mr. Tucker, that'll be a live pretrial on the 6th floor. That'll be live. You'll have the opportunity to if you've not gotten your discovery at that time, you'll have time to get it on that date. And we've set the pretrial for
October 28th at 9.
October 28th at 9 o'clock. So, Mr. Tucker, since you represent yourself, you will get the discovery sent to your address. Mr. Tucker, do you intend on getting any representation on this 93-day misdemeanor?
Yes, I will look into that.
Okay, so you may be retaining an attorney for counsel. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so Ms. Fortuna Gill is handling the case from the prosecutor's office. When an appearance is filed, that's where discovery will be sent to the new lawyer. If not, then that October 28th date, you should come in person, live in person on the 6th floor. We'll treat you as an unrepresented defendant if no counsel has filed an appearance on your behalf on that date. All right, sir?
Okay, thank you.
So we've set it for October 28th at 9 o'clock. That'll be live on the 6th floor City Hall of Lansing. That's across from the Capitol at 124 West Michigan Avenue. Anything else for the record in docket 2502-880, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Tucker, we'll see you on October 28th. All right, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up?
Is that Mr. Ned's?
Yeah, let me check. If that's the case, then obviously that's fine.
You guys, and if you guys sponsor the resolutions, that's, I don't care. I'm just saying, it's pointless and pointless.
Yeah.
It's about, I was cool. Normally that's how it should be.
Tuttle in my room.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuttle's here?
Yeah, I know. It's so confusing. They have 50 pages of investigation.
Mr. Harry says Tuttle, your client or Mr. Ned?
This is my number one client.
All right. Mr. Need, are you ready on Mr. Tuttle?
Almost.
Almost. How about Mr. Nairumbi?
We can go on that.
All right. And he's on Zoom, so Mr. Tuttle, you can stay there. All right, so we're on the record in docket 2502884. That is people of the state of Michigan versus, yeah, find this one. Mapenzi Nairumbi. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ned.
Georgia APD on behalf of my clients appearing via Zoom.
And sir, you are Mapenzi Nairumbi, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. This is, oh ma'am, this is the time set for a pretrial in the matter. We previously issued a fail to appear on this file, but Miss Mapenzi showed up, and then so we'll handle the pretrial. Miss Mapenzi, we did issue a bench warrant because you were late for the hearing. Since you're here, we'll go forward, but you should probably be more timely in coming to your hearings. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are you proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, the people would request a final pretrial.
Is that a fair statement, Mr. Annette?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just, if I may ask the court, if they can, I or you can inquire, because when I'm on the phone with Ms. Mapenzi, it's hard to hear. The question I have now is whether she can understand the words that the English. She has been responding to me both times I've contacted her, including this morning. I'm just not sure if it's how close of a call is enough to call a translator.
Ms. Mapenzi, do we need a translator for you to attend the final pretrial?
No.
Okay.
So that's what I got the last time. I just wanted to make sure.
All right. All right. We'll set the final pretrial. That'll be live on the 6th floor of City Hall of Lansing. That'll be live, and we'll set it for
October 28th at 8:30.
Ms. Pitt, that's in person. You have to come in person on October 28th.
Okay. At what time?
Okay. That'll be live in person on the 6th floor of City Hall of Lansing on October 28th at 8:30. All right, ma'am?
Okay.
Anything else for the record in 2502884, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Mr. Annette? All right. Ms. Nairumbi, you're all set. Thank you for your appearance today.
Thank you. Mama, coffee.
On this. Yeah. Well,
We're ready on total now, I believe. Yeah.
All right.
And Ms. Thompson will be handling it.
All right, so we're on the record in 2500223. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Matthew Tuttle. Appearances for the record, Ms. Thompson.
Laura Thompson for the people.
Mr. Ned.
George Annette, on behalf of my client who's standing to my right.
And sir, you are Matthew Tuttle, is that correct? Thank you. This is the time set for a plea in the matter. Ms. Thompson, how are we proceeding? Would you like to defer to Mr. Annette?
The offer conveyed by the people was to plead guilty to an amended count 1 of retail fraud in the 3rd degree, 750.356D4, no upfront jail and no restitution.
My understanding as well, that is a fair statement of the plea. The defense will be asking for a fines and cost sentence today.
Is there any restitution on the matter, or that was
That's what
decided?
we're trying to figure out.
No
My answer is
restitution?
no.
No, Your Honor.
Today.
Right. So they give me a free pass. You know how difficult it is to try to get this.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go to immediate sentencing, because we have Department of Corrections. I gotta look at it. Probation should look at the Department of Corrections, so it will be referred to probation. Do you still want to proceed, or did you want some time to
Let me
talk
speak with
to
them
your
real quick.
client?
When you say Department of Corrections, because I think he's only doing a year, less than a year sentence, Your Honor.
Yeah, he's got some priors up front. That's what we'd be looking at. So I want probation to look at the priors and then come up with a sentence.
I think if I could ask what his jail credits are, because if I think he's,
I don't know how much time he has in.
I think he's
Well over on 93 days.
That's,
I've
if
been-
that's the
I've been
case,
down
then
for
we
2
might be
years.
okay with that. Be over 93 days on this case.
What's,
I'm working that.
yeah, so we're figuring out. I have this initially arraigned at June 20th.
Yeah, he was arraigned at Hingham County.
I set bond at 2,010% on July 29th.
PR'd in 4.
So he's got. Now the question is, did he PR in 4?
So that's why I kind of was hoping to look into. He said he should have over 93 days.
He might have it, but not on
No.
this.
Oh,
That's whether he has it on this file.
Because if you PR on this, if you get, you might
It
get.
don't make no sense. Why would I? why
They,
would I-
they automatically PR you in
But
4 days on
because-
a nonviolent
So I
offense.
don't get time.
Trying to get out. And your Honor, your concern is because he has MDOC history.
I just want probation to look at it because there's some priors.
I'm not doing probation. I'm doing probation.
Okay, he might want, if probation's not the answer, he might, and he's still incarcerated even on this file.
He's doing a year in county right now on other files.
On other files?
Multiple other files.
Then,
It's my understanding. He was supposed to go to the drug court. He was, something happened at the drug court and he just pled on.
so
Three or
he
four
should be
files.
taken off any probation. He should be getting credit for this time, for this file. Don't, if he's on something else,
So.
because he's not getting any time on this file.
Correct. And I remember at a hearing or two ago to give him a bond on this file.
Yeah.
Also turn it into a PR bond.
It always does.
It does after 4 days, and it
4 days?
it turns into a 4-day, after 4 days, it turns in, so he's got 4 days on this. So they do it automatically.
I know, that's why.
Which is a problem, because
Even when we say not to.
they do it even when we say not to do it.
But it's my understanding if it comes back and they find out that he's doing a year in probate, a year in county, then I
That kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I would assume that this.
You do it on Zoom because I do not want to come back.
When is the year done on the county?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can look real quick, Your Honor. Because he just.
Because I go to court on the 28th as well.
So they haven't.
No,
Sent
they haven't. And Judge Allen might just end up giving me, sending me to rehab.
Hold on one second. That's not what I remember.
I turned down drug court because I ain't doing drug court. I'm
Right.
getting regular probation.
You're never sentenced to a year in jail, a year in county in East Lansing?
I got too much shit going on.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Do we want to adjourn so we can figure out
Oh,
his
because
time?
remember last time, he was supposed to be on Polycount last
can't
time.
get time
They
served.
refused transport and then as my understanding, he was to see Polycount instead of being brought over today for the plea. So I was surprised when they said that he was here.
So he's here on a 1 year.
He's actually getting time served. You heard from me because I said that Judge Allen might be doing that, but after I talked to Judge Allen, he gave PSI on the 28th, they might be putting me in rehab. Because I turned down drug court. That's except for, I don't like to make information, but not sure.
There's one file I want to look at. It's gonna be one site.
What's this problem? Just could be time served and kicking your ass out of the way.
Because you have history. He reports the history.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do an immediate sentence on this because he's got too much going on.
As long as it's Zoom.
I have Zoom as appropriate on September 23rd. We did say Zoom was appropriate. So you'd be placed on Polycom for this. I think they probably rid him out because
Just as long as when
County
it's
judge, I set him the person because it's a plea.
Because it's a-
Usually we have a plan first, then we probation, you go down and see him.
I got it.
But I can put him on poly whenever his sentencing is.
That's all I'm worried
I
about.
remember.
With this case, we only need to-
This case will not be.
Okay.
Do you know what else?
So if we adjourn this and set because I've set bond and they released him. I think it was just just so you get credit on
That's
this.
what I asked for. I asked for a bond so you could get credit.
Yeah.
I guess his biggest history doesn't want to do probation, and but if he doesn't do probation, then he's looking at 90s.
Which he's probably got his time in already because
I think
I would
you
think
say he has 4 days credit only.
he's only got 4 days credit, but he's not going to be. We could set this, we could set this out with the other to whenever, and he's collecting time on it, and then we can go to immediate sentencing on it because he's looking at a misdemeanor plea regardless, right?
Right, but potentially he doesn't want to be in for 90, 80 something days. That's his biggest concern.
He's here on a 1 year.
I know, and he wants to accept the plea on it. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you.
When is the 55th case?
The 26th to 26th.
Okay, the 26th.
Oh, what?
Of this month. Oh, sorry.
That's a Sunday.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
That's Sunday.
Hold on. October 28th and 55th.
Okay, and then when's he
That's 30.
sentencing?
Judge Allen should be sending me to rehab.
Yeah, his sentencing is on October 20th at 2:30. Let me see what he.
And you think Judge Allen's going to send you on rehab?
I believe so, yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Why don't we set it after that date and then we can give him day for rehab? Just that would suffice for.
Research where I'm starting to get credit for it now.
Well, right now you got 4 days credit because they released you automatically. Ms. Thompson.
Sorry, Anna, can you repeat what you said?
I'm just thinking out loud on this. Ms. Thompson.
We have no objection to that, Your Honor.
We just have to play for November 4th.
Let's set it after Judge Allen and then we'll know what Judge Allen does.
Because even if
And we'll go from there.
If he's sentenced to rehab,
If you're sentenced to rehab, then you can get day for day credit in rehab.
and it will take
Yeah.
a while to get it
So my
back.
time can't start today.
Well,
we
can do that.
I can set it. Yeah, let's set
And my
it
question-
without release. We'll set it today.
At what dollar amount do they not make it a PR bond?
I don't know, but I'm
It
gonna.
has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the type of crime.
That's what I
Because
thought.
they're not gonna hold somebody on a
For a
retail
But
fraud.
if I tell them not to, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but they do.
Well, they should. You're gonna get credit regardless. All right. That'll be my way to fix it. Okay.
So you're saying you're on it, regardless if he actually gets jail credits, you'll assume his day is.
Yeah. So
Work is plus-
I'm gonna set bond at. Let's do $250, 10%. So it's $25 bond, but he'll get credit. No early release.
Okay.
Who's that? So if I go to rehab.
No release and no release on bond.
Back on November.
Okay, so I'm gonna be stuck in jail till November.
November, what date, Your Honor?
No, no.
And he might be already in, but we'll know that, and you can let us know, and then we'll go from there. Because that might be a Polycom setup from the rehab center. If Judge Allen signs them from.
Because even though it's no early release, he can still be transported to.
Right, and then I'm pretty good with all the immediate sentencing stuff.
Because honestly, them people up over at the county, they are knuckleheads when it comes down to paper. They don't know what's left.
They have a system and they follow the system, but I'm gonna put no release on bond or early release.
That means
And I'm gonna put time should be running regardless. It's running for our purposes. It's not running for them, but I'll be the sentencing judge and I'll get them credit for time served.
Perfect. So the plea date is November.
When is it? November 4th?
At 8:30 or at 9.
And he will be on Polycom.
All right, so the plan is to get you set, take the plea and go to immediate sentencing after Judge Allen signs you. You should be here by Polycom. There's also the plan is you should be getting any time served on this file that coincides with this file and if they don't, we'll give you the credit. Okay, we'll give you the credit. All right. Anything else on 25-00223, Ms. Thompson?
Not for the people. Your
Mr.
Honor.
Net.
No, yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tuttle. We'll see you next time.
25 days.
Yes.